Wyatt, tell us, like, is it? So tell us what you have planned for this coming weekend.
Wait, should we recap what we missed first?
Oh yeah,
And let's work in order.
let's look at IMS. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so I'll go first of last weekend. I'll start off on May 10th, because that's the most eventful day that I had last weekend. Down with Without, episode 20, no, 30. It's episode 30 because we missed last week because we are useless pieces of shit. Sit down without. Oh, God. How have you motherfuckers been doing? I've been doing great. Thanks for asking.
This is the 29 out of 30.
Oh.
It's on 29. Next week will be 30.
Okay.
Next week will be 30.
Well, obviously we got a lot to talk about because we missed last week.
Yep.
Now, I have a legit reason why. I was in pain. All of last week, my back was killing me.
How's it this week?
It still hurts like a bitch, but I am better in other places. Like I had a massive headache last week too. I was dying on my bed, going to work too.
At 7 a.m. and coming home at 3.
Yeah.
But you know what, you made it through, and you made it through this week.
Yeah. So can you turn that dehumidifier off? I can hear it. It's kind of annoying. All right, that's more clear.
All right. Yeah.
So we have a lot to talk about, but before we get into that, I am going to be trying for the first time on live on the podcast a new Propel powder flavor.
Which is called what?
Orange raspberry for immune support, but also naturally flavored with other natural flavors. Electrolyte water beverage mix. And Dylan's drinking
sugar-free
Coke. So let me pop open the water.
Oh, yeah, it's sitting down here. Yeah, the fridge over there is like half stocked. I'm gonna have to stock up more with some more drinks this week.
So as I'm making this drink, we'll be talking about what we missed and what we got coming up for Memorial Day weekend, what plans we have, or plans I have. I'm not sure if you're gonna make any plans, Dylan.
Well, I work on Saturday, so I'm not quite sure. I know that I know. Regardless, I'm already off on St. Memorial Day, which is that Monday, the 26th.
I am also off. My store will be closed.
Target will be opened, but I'm off.
Well, you don't work Mondays, period.
Not on Mondays or Sundays. On Mondays, that's at work. But, yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up. And I'll also talk about, it has 2 weeks. All I know is that next year, our beloved coach from the Eagles got a multi-year extension. So he's on the Eagles. Also, Joe Biden has prostate cancer. You know that?
I did not know that.
Joe Biden has prostate cancer.
Alright, that's all we're gonna say about it. We're not getting political.
This is all I know.
Okay, so this looks like a Propel.
Yep.
So
tastes like
I said, Propel usually has electrolytes, but this has that and immune support. So I need to have a healthy immune system.
I guess we'll figure it out, right?
Yeah, I need to have a healthy immune system for upcoming trips, so I can be healthy. Let's see how this tastes. I just want
go for it.
You have the taste.
Go for it.
It's good.
Nice. So guys, Wyatt, tell us, like, tell us what you have planned for this coming weekend.
Wait, should we recap what we missed first?
Oh yeah,
let's work in order.
Let's look at IMS. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so I'll go first of last weekend. I'll start off on May 10th. because that's the most eventful day that I had last weekend. You know what I did. You know what I did.
I know you did.
So I went to Hershey Park. It's an amusement park in Hershey, PA. I rode a lot of rides.
Well, you rode the one in the beginning where they take you through the chocolate process.
Yeah, so Chocolate World, I went on that ride. So they go through the factory and show us how chocolate's made,
very
packaged.
slowly, which is I've been like multiple times, and I like that ride. But Wyatt told me on Lightning Racer is a bigger drop than they used to be.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you all the rides I went on. So I went on Lightning Racer, which is a race between Lightning and Thunder. I was on Thunder, lost sadly, but
Dude, Thunder always loses. It seems to be Thunder always seems to lose.
sometimes. But it seems like they changed it last time I was there. It was just like steeper and faster, but it was still fun. And then I went on Comet, which is like the oldest roller coaster they have there. Really fun. Then I went on Laugh Track, which is an in-store roller coaster that when you go in, your cart spins while you're going on the coaster, so it's pretty cool. Trailblazer, which is kind of like a beginner roller coaster.
Did you get off any roller coasters loopy? Like Dizzy and shit?
Upside down, you mean?
No. When you get off the ride.
Oh, no.
Any ride that you got off, you're dizzy when you got off.
No.
I thought Laugh Track would be that because it spins.
Well, it's not like spinning like crazy, like a tilt whirl thing. Just like spins like with a momentum.
Okay.
So Trailblazer, which is kind of like the beginner
roller coaster.
Then Wild Mouse, which is a smaller roller coaster, but it whips you and it feels like you're about to fall off the track, pretty much.
But there are two. It just stays on the track, but feels like they're gonna fall off.
Yeah, and then there's other ones that I didn't go on. If you guys ever been to Hershey Park, there's like stuff like the Great Bear, which is like the most well-known one, I think. So there's two here that I'm not familiar with. There's Wildcat.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. So there's this thing called Wildcat's Revenge, which is a build-on that is newer.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, one of the ones that I liked watching was Storm Runner, which they launch you like, I think it's 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Jolly Rancher Remix, where you can see it happen, like you're on the ground and the coaster goes past you, and they go past this tunnel, which emits a smoke almost, but it smells like a Jolly Rancher. It's pretty delicious.
The only thing, and the best thing is you should get like some oranges as a gift at the end of the ride.
You should, but you don't. It's sad.
Or just get freeze-dried Jolly Ranchers.
So when I first got there, I went to Zoo America, which I saw a bear, I saw a turtle, I saw a deer, I saw 4 bobcats, porcupines.
I like zoos.
Roadrunner. But this zoo was not like most zoos. Like no giraffes, no zebras, nothing too insane.
No monkeys.
Yeah, so nothing.
So I know that Orland Park Zoo, Philadelphia, and Cape May all have those exotic animals. We gotta go there sometime.
So this was like kind of like I said, like a beginner, I guess beginner zoo. I think it was a good description of it. But then after that, went to Kissing Tower, which is a tower that you go up, and all the windows are shaped like Hershey Kisses, and it goes up and spins, so you can see like pretty much all the Hershey town. And then Jamie and I rode Classic Cars.
Is that the one that you and I did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then after that, I think we went to go eat lunch Jamie had a foot-long hot dog that looked so good, delicious it was. I had a bacon cheeseburger, and we shared fries.
How was the bacon cheeseburger?
It was okay. I had to add mayo on it because everything tastes better with mayonnaise.
Or hot sauce if you're a hot sauce fan.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why it's.
Well, I'm not done yet. I'm going in order. Then we saw a sea lion and seal aquatic show.
Who looked more intimidating? The seal or sea lion?
Whatever stands on all four, though the biggest one, the one that has no ear flaps. I think the sea lion. He was big. He was like 400 pounds. He was fight. And then after that, the other roller coasters, Ferris wheel, and this ride called Music Express. It's also a ride at the boardwalk. Came back home. What did we do Sunday? Oh, that was Mother's Day.
Where did we go?
Oh, well, first we had Eggs Benedict in the morning with our mom.
Yes.
And then we went to this place called Lee's Landing.
In Maryland.
Which is pretty much a bunch of bars and shops that are right on the water.
It kind of reminds me of Florida because we're on the water.
Yeah, and
there's no palm trees and no happiness.
And there's docks next to it that had like bigger boats.
That's why I was in Florida a little bit.
Yeah. And then it was Monday, which means back to work.
Not for me.
Well, for me.
I only worked Tuesday that week.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
this past weekend.
Wait, did you do anything fun that weekend when I went to Hershey on Saturday?
Well, I thought you were gonna do your whole weekend.
You worked.
I worked on Saturday only, but then I was off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay, so this past weekend, which happened pretty much 2 days ago because we're recording this on a Monday, date is May 17th and 19th. No, 17th and 18th. I'm stupid. Okay. So Friday, I went to Jamie's. Saturday, I golfed. I feel like shit. And then Sunday, I went to the Elmwood Park Zoo and saw a giraffe. 3 giraffes.
Without me again.
You were at home.
You didn't invite me. You didn't think of inviting me.
Well, you didn't invite me on Saturday.
Because you didn't have to support Park Music, so and you wouldn't do music stuff with him anymore. So, back to me.
What did you do Friday, Dylan?
This past Friday?
Yeah. Did you work?
No.
Oh, what'd you do?
I was at home. I gamed pretty much all day. And I ate food. It was amazing. Now on Saturday, I went to cars between 12:30 and 1. Went downstairs, helped him with a few of their favorite songs and told him the beat and stuff. And he showed me how he makes the beats and how he records and everything, and how he like gets the rhyming down on his songs and everything. We also watched YouTube a lot, and we ate some leftover food. That was at his house.
Well, Cara did. You didn't. You just had dessert.
I have M&M's, chips, crackers, and
s'mores.
It's not the graham cracker s'more. It's like the cookie.
Vanilla wafer s'mores.
Yeah, it was really good. And then
I showed up to pick you up.
Yeah, after like at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, after you texted me, who the fuck's picking me up?
I know.
At 9:30.
He called me and said I'll be there, and he called me like a minute later and said I'll be there at 10. So he called at 9:45. But yeah, so we just were chilling the whole day Saturday. Watched up at 10. Went home, fell asleep. Then Sunday rolled around.
Sunday. Come on down, you fucks.
Relax. And then Wyatt went back to Jamie's. Without me on Sunday. And so what we did at my house was just like watch baseball and drink beer.
And golf. Cause that was on when I came home.
Yeah, golf. We watched the Phillies game first, then we watched golf. And the rookie pitcher, I forget his name already. I think it's like Mick something.
Mickey.
No,
Mickey Mouse.
It's Mick. It's Mick something. I forget what his name is already. I just put a story on him. He won his first game, his first start, and a rookie start was for 1-0. Phillies won. Phillies for the night at 8:40, and their starting pitcher is Christopher Sanchez.
And guess what? The Panthers are moving on.
The Panthers won last night. They won 6-1 against those damn Canadians.
Woohoo!
Toronto Maple Leafs are out.
Yeah,
but now
maple drinking.
But do you know?
Squares.
Do you know who the next opponent is?
Carolina Hurricane.
Yep, Carolina Hurricane. So it's gonna be the Florida Panthers versus the Carolina Hurricanes tomorrow on TNT at 7:30.
TNT. I haven't been on that channel in a long time. Last time I was on TNT, I was watching Raw.
TNT.
Yeah.
Raw's on TNT.
SmackDown?
No. The only channels that had Raw in those 90s were Spike TV and USA and now Netflix. Back then, UPN for SmackDown, then CW, PHL, USA, Fox, back to USA, and NXT had USA, now CW Philly.
What the fuck did I watch on TNT?
Nothing was on TNT. None of your show were on TNT. If I'm watching NBA.
And also, by the way, my PHL 17 SmackDown was on first, then CW Philly.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out right now. But anyway, guys. I'm just so excited because we're now since we decided this, I'm gonna say this now. We're gonna give you updates of every WrestleMania at the Monday after WrestleMania. That's what I'm gonna tell you who won, what the matches were.
So mark your calendars for next year, motherfuckers.
I think. What's the city that should host WrestleMania next year?
The what?
Which state? I'm gonna find out. WrestleMania 42.
Who's hosting it?
Yeah, or no, where's it at? They don't know who's gonna be hosting it until.
Well, what city is hosting it? Is what I meant. They probably don't even know yet.
WrestleMania Caesar Superdome in New Orleans.
Wasn't it just there?
April 11th and April 12th. For following WrestleMania 30 and WrestleMania 34, it will be the third WrestleMania hosted in Caesar Superdome.
Wasn't that just
WrestleMania 42.
Oh.
Was 41.
Where was that hosted?
41?
Is that Vegas?
Yeah, 40 was in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I remember that. Don't worry. I will never forget that one.
You were downstairs for one night one.
Oh, that was fucking.
Now how was night two?
I was not here for all of night two.
But like from what you saw on night two, what was your favorite match?
Good. I only watched one match. I didn't even watch full of it. I watched a little bit of it.
You watched like 2 matches, I think, or 2.5 matches. And you watched the last match. Was on Cena versus.
That was 41. We're talking about 40.
40. Yeah. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the WWE title. And Wyatt knows what happened because I told him what happened. Cena returned.
Mm-hmm.
Undertaker returned.
Well, also I saw a shit ton of the clips on Instagram too.
Yeah, that was and Jey Uso speared Jey Uso, his brother, through a table.
Uh-huh.
On his older Jey Jimmy, but if you guys know who's order, please let me know. Honestly, I'll check it right now.
What's
his order?
Now let's go into Memorial Day weekend. What we got coming up? I will be at the shore, Ocean City, New Jersey, to be exact.
Jimmy, so.
And then, do you got any plans for Memorial Day weekend?
Well,
you work Saturday till like 10, right?
8.
Oh,
yeah, 8. And then I'm off that Sunday and Monday. But I won't see you, dumbass. So I might make a Pokemon video coming out here. Maybe yeah, I think definitely make a Pokemon video tomorrow, definitely. But for that, yeah, probably Pokemon Memorial Day. Probably episode 8 or 9. I mean 8 and 9. I'll do all of the night. But in that, I think this is gonna be drinking, watching sports, and more drinking.
I will also be partaking in the drinking, even though
The
Ocean City is known as a dry town.
That's definitely drinking.
First of all, before you cross over the bridge to get onto the island of Ocean City, there is a liquor store. Who would have thunk? But I'll be going to the beer store Thursday night to get some Arnold Palmer Spiked. And they have a mini fridge that's just for the alcohol, so I'll be in that room.
Oh, that's the only you would like to be in.
Yeah, it's got alcohol. But
the Arnold Palmer Spike alcohol volume.
It's 5%.
Okay, so I know for a fact that I'm gonna be drinking 0.1 more than you'll be drinking. Alcohol volume because my Donnies are 5%, 5.1%.
So that weekend I'm planning to leave Friday night, get down there, walk on the boardwalk, then Saturday or Sunday spend a whole day in Wildwood since I've never been to Wildwood.
You going to fucking Delaware?
Wildwood's in Jersey.
Yeah. Why? Why only city go down to Wildwood?
I never seen Wildwood. They also have a boardwalk there, so I'm gonna check it out. What the fuck is that?
I'm not going to Wildwood. I just heard Wildwood is like from my friends. I heard Wildwood is not a good place to be.
Well, I hear a lot of people who have shore houses have places in Wildwood, so I'm just gonna check it out just for a day.
I think what happened.
And the rest is gonna be at Ocean City on the boardwalk.
But I think our real shore house, if we ever have a second house, should be in Florida.
Or Myrtle Beach.
I vote Florida because it's nicer.
Oh, you gotta smell this.
And you have to go to the golf. Oh, man, that was good. Like go to Englewood Beach because I want to go to Englewood because Englewood has nice beach. So it's warm right now. It's probably like 75 degrees right now, or maybe even more than that. But I heard a few years ago, I think it was in 2023, the golf got to be like 100 degrees, and then that's why I went to the beach in November of 2023 because when the ocean began to cool down. The warmest it was there when we were there was 85 degrees. It wasn't really cooling down. Or did it cool down at least when you were in the water?
Kind of. Not really.
But the only good day that we had, was an eventful day, was Saturday, our last day, because it was really wavy. And usually the Gulf is not wavy.
Yeah. I found a seahorse.
You did. This guy found a seahorse in Florida.
I was going to take it out and show it to everyone who's at the beach. So I was like, no, you're going to kill him. Like, good. Die. No, I let it live. I dropped it back in the water. I saw it go.
We found seashells.
I fucking cut my whole arm up on seashells.
Skimboarding.
Yeah, I fell. And
this guy looks like a scratched by a bear.
A shark bit my arm. That's what it looked like, because there was blood down to my wrist and
No,
shit.
but your leg was fucked up too.
Yeah. It seems like whenever I skimboard for a week at any beach we go to,
You get fucked up.
I have to come home with a new scar. If I don't, that means I did not have a good time.
So
just putting it out there. If I do not
What if-
have
what
10
every
new
day?
scratches,
what every day you get hurt? It seems where you get hurt though.
yeah,
Like every night when we go to, there's always a new scar on
the worst one
was.
it was in Outer Banks, and I got a big sandburn on my knee, and every day I will reopen it because I fell.
I remember this one time. I think it was North Carolina. I think it was North Carolina. I can't remember. It was North Carolina, Florida. But you were skimboarding and ran into this kid, and your whole like skin was up on your ankle and everything.
Oh, that was Jersey.
That was Jersey
I think it was Jersey.
for a day.
No, I think it was like an actual like vacation. But I do remember that.
I'm pretty sure it was my dad's family.
I was skimboarding. This other kid was skimboarding. We ran to each other, and my whole front of my ankle just like got cut open.
Why it came out with the worst of that?
Yeah, this kid. He got nothing bad happened to him. No blood, no bruises. I got a fucking slit open ankle.
How unfortunate for you for that to happen to you.
Yeah, well, it's part of the game, I guess. You get screwed.
Yeah. I would have to say that because, dude, like you look like you just got fucked up because you fell.
I did,
and something happened to you. Like, oh my god, Wyatt's dead. No, Wyatt didn't die. He is alive and well. Talking to you guys today on the podcast, talking to me. What was your first thought when you first got up? Because you didn't know what happened.
Well,
you
no,
looked down. You're like, holy shit.
Back then when I was skimboard. I didn't have a pro board at the time. I had like one of those like cheap wooden ones you buy at like a beach store.
He didn't have waves at this point.
So the way I would skimboard is I would run, throw it, then run for it, and then jump on.
But now you're doing.
But now I drop it and get on right away, and then ride whatever. But I was looking down, trying my foot, and then I look up, and then boom! Like 2 seconds later, I'm down, ankle cut open, and
yeah, he walked away with no injuries, but Wyatt did walk away with a split open ankle.
Yeah.
Now who's probably who we're with?
I have no idea.
I think it was on our mom's side.
I'm not even sure if it was New Jersey. It could have been Outer Banks.
I think it was Outer Banks, but I think you're with my mom. I think on mom's side, right?
I think so.
But I remember the old times when we were at dad's side.
We did Jersey and Outer Banks with them.
Yeah, but the only thing is just imagine how big our beach house needs to be in the Outer Banks for my whole dad's side to actually fit in that whole house.
Yeah, well, the way we made it work is all the boys had a bunk room.
And the girls just slept somewhere else.
Yeah, there was only 2 girls.
And like a lot of guys.
And
let's
see. You, me, Pink.
Was it only like 5 of us?
Yeah.
5 boys?
So it'll be like probably like maybe
2 girls, 5 guys.
5. So 4 of the guys would be in the bunk room, and the rest and the one of the guys was like, we would alternate sleeping on the couch.
I remember you and one of our cousins slept on the pull-out couch. That was right.
Oh.
In the.
Well, that was different. So that night, I remember this night. So it was my side of the family staying down at this one house, and further down the road was
our dad's side.
Just my dad's brother's
family and
family
and one other cousins
and their cousins.
Yeah.
So after their vacation was over, they came to our house. Remember, Pike and I stayed out on the pull-out couch, and everyone else slept in the bunk room. And also,
I remember Pike told me that you got watching King Kel like 5 a.m. in the morning on Team Neck the whole night.
I remember that house so well because there was a bunk from the first floor, and also like a pull-out mattress that came out from underneath one of the
couches.
One of the bunks. There was a pull-out mattress, and then
But
The
like,
couch turned into a mattress as
yeah,
well.
but and you and Pike usually slept on that one. But I think it was only you slept on that one when he was not there.
Yeah, but I remember that night. He's like,
You alternated on that one.
he's like, Wyatt, I swear to God, you turn over, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth. So I'm like, all right, let's fix this. We use the cushions as a wall.
And did it work?
It worked.
You roll over, I'll put it in the mouth.
So yeah, and then we came up with more sleeping ideas. One time in Florida, we asked our cousin Michael to come over to sleep at our house.
Where were we at?
This was
At Galeon?
El Galeon, yes.
Is the picture? Is it when we were upstairs and you slept in the?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
listen to this guy.
we had a loft in this one condo we stayed at. So that our parents' bedroom was down on the first floor, and there's a spiral staircase to a loft where there was a single queen bed and our own bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So we brought an air mattress. So Dylan got the air mattress.
Yep.
Our cousin Michael got the queen bed, and I got the closet.
Apparently, Pike said he wanted the closet, but then why there's no aisle within the closet?
Yeah, so, this is my first time sleeping in the closet. So Pike has done this before. So I was like, I'll help you out on how to make this. We go downstairs to the couch on the first floor, take all the cushions off, and just throw them up to the loft. Dylan catches them like, Dylan, here, catch this. And we're throwing. If you walk out from my parents' room, you see two kids throwing cushions up to the loft, and some catching them, and sometimes they're dropped back down. But from that point on, every time we went to a Florida condo, whether it's at El Galeon or Sunrise Point, or even like our oldest one, like Turtle Bay. Now, you've probably seen Dylan's Florida vlog or my Florida vlog. We always have to build a bed in the closet
because it's some weird night. Why wants to sleep in the closet? It's already set for him.
You should have seen Dylan had. You still have your iPod Touch 4?
Yeah.
So there's this video on Dylan's iPod Touch. Actually, there's 3 videos, and they all involve me being in a closet trying to sleep
in Florida.
So one of them, I broke the door to the closet.
Yeah.
The other one, it's Carter watching me make my bed in the closet and me throwing cushions at him in the closet and taking cushions from the outside living room couch. And then the other one is I'm in my bang suit in the closet and Carter wants to be in there with me.
And then they get in there somehow.
And he gets in there somehow, and then
you yell rapist.
I yell rapist because Carter's in the closet with me.
Like, get the fuck out of here! And then I knock the door, and then the door opens, and then right when I go over, like he's camera, like yeah,
yeah. I remember you guys were trying to record me without me knowing for the longest time.
Like, oh yeah, I think he found out like the 4th time it opened, because I see looking at the camera as soon as the thing closes. You didn't know for 2 minutes of video and I was recording.
If we go to Florida again, we gotta have our mom's side come with us again.
That was fun, dude. Because Carter doesn't give a fuck. He's like, okay, I'm gonna.
Well, we may have our best videos when he's there.
Yes.
Because he doesn't care. Our most recent trip to Florida, Carter was in my video, and he said one line the whole time. Are you recording? And that was it.
And I remember my video. I think it's my channel. Is the first night when the Eagles came 5-0, and Wyatt and Carter were walking in front of me, and all I heard them say, the only thing I heard from Wyatt that I remember him saying is it was like, "You're 5-0," with a mouthful of sunflower seeds.
Oh yeah, that's what I did a lot.
And then his video, his chin is cut open because he may have had a shaving accident. But guys,
that was a great room we stayed in.
Yeah, it was explain to the people what we walked into and what it looked like.
Okay, I'm gonna try to explain this as best I can. So once you walk in, first of all, it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom condo.
Yes.
So you walk in, and right in front of you is the dining room table.
Mm-hmm.
To the left is the powder room and a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
To the right is the kitchen
Mm-hmm.
/ laundry room / walk out to a balcony.
Yes.
And you walk past the kitchen.
You go straight.
Go straight past the kitchen and past the dining room table is the living room where there's a TV, 2 couches. To the right is a bedroom with 2 double beds, and then to the left is the master with the bed.
Everything
Then you
else.
keep on straight past the living room is a balcony. Oh my god.
I heard that.
A balcony out to sea towards the pool.
You never like we went in the pool a few times, but like that was only like for us to play football or something.
Yeah, so the first bedroom that I said was off to the left was it had like a queen bed and its own bathroom, but
And a TV.
and a TV, but also said there was a powder room next to it. So a powder room does not have a shower, so Dylan and I would use that bathroom and that shower. And that shower was fucking nice.
It was.
Had a door, and like the whole inside was like almost like stone walling.
It was very nice.
I remember just sitting there in the shower. So when we go on vacation, guys, let me tell you something. We do not pay for water bills. So I took an hour shower our first night.
Like
So-
I remember like was this one 2023? Yeah, this was I think this was 2023. Last year. The last year went.
Yeah.
We couldn't go to 2024 because affected by a hurricane. But I remember I was out in the living room, with my cousin, playing video games, and we're like, where in the hell is Wyatt? And I go over to the bed. I'm like, oh, he's still in the shower. And then I'm like, wait, he's been in the shower since like 3. It's 3:30. I'm like, what the? So I'm like, no, screw it. I go back to the room to play video with Carter on my PS4. I wrote down, and then like a half hour later, I had the shower. And I'm like, Wyatt, how you know were you in the shower for?
About an hour.
What were you doing in the shower?
I sat down and decided to enjoy myself.
So you didn't even wash, you just sat there.
No, I washed myself, but then I decided to sit down after.
Guys, what you're hearing right now is exactly how this conversation went.
Yeah. Should we talk about our Myrtle Beach house? Our most recent one?
Yes.
Because that was our favorite house.
I don't have a video of that, but I think you do.
I have a room tour, yeah.
You do, but I record it. And
Hold on.
To stay. So, guys.
Hold on.
Oh, God. Nothing to do that again. Anyway, our house in Myrtle Beach, I think the number was like 4416 or something. 44.
I thought it was like 4428.
I forget. Anyway, went there.
Oh.
Yeah. And you walk in straight, you see the dining room table. However, if you take a quick right, you're in the kitchen. Wyatt packed a lot of chips for snacks and stuff, and we had a lot of beer and water and stuff. So you go further. If you go further and take a left, you're going back towards the room. So you go back and take a left to another left. You're in my room.
Yeah, so I'll walk you guys through it.
Yes.
Hold on, let me figure out the room number so you guys go find it in Myrtle Beach.
If you
guys ever want to go there, start shooting up the place, you know where to start at.
We'll go back there. Like, what the hell happened here?
Yeah, we'll go back there and you can start shooting up our room first.
Well, I'll be like, guys, we are here in North Myrtle Beach. I don't know what happened, but we're here for a reason, and I don't want to know why. But we were there, and if you see the place, then I was like
4421.
Okay, so you're close.
Okay, so you walk in, and right to the right is our kitchen. And I had a big trash bag full of chips.
Because you worked at Canteen this
I worked at Canteen, the vending machine
didn't fit it.
company.
Didn't fit the...
No, they were just expired. So
they weren't.
But they still taste delicious.
Yeah.
So you walk into the right kitchen.
Fridge.
You walk a little bit further, walk to the left.
Bedroom.
And then on the right is the bathroom Dylan and I share, and on the left is Dylan's room. Big queen bed, posted up, TV with connected to his PS4, and then you walk to the end of the hall. Is my room, queen bed, massive TV. Suck my fucking dick.
The same size as mine.
Yeah. But my TV was bigger than yours.
No, it wasn't.
And then, so, let's say you walk out past the kitchen, there's a dining room table straight ahead, then turn to the right, and you see the living room.
And when everything in the tour, we had the Cardinals and Pins game on.
Yeah, so we were watching TV. You keep on going past the living room to the right is the master.
And then when you're going that, you go past the master. It's the
Lanai.
And dude, I don't know if everyone heard this, but the view was awful. The trees
in the road, but we still I still have some nights out there where we chilled,
drinking beer,
listening to music.
But like I remember the other place we stayed at, 4412. Remember in there the one night, and someone heard the music, and someone turned saw us, and they told us, and like they heard music. You played music out there every single night, didn't you?
Yeah.
You didn't care who was in the pool.
I didn't give a fuck.
But the two girls told us to come down, and we did come down,
and
just talk to them for like maybe a half hour.
And then their mom came and told them to come home. Like, fuck, we were gonna get fucked.
They were hot though.
Yeah, they were.
One was my age, one was your age.
That was perfect.
And they were hot and like kind of like, no, don't leave.
Don't leave
us. Hey, how about you two come to the pool room early in the morning at 9:30, and we're gonna have a fun time.
We'll be there paintless, if you're wondering.
No worry. We went there with bathing suits on, and the thing is, the loser had to join the pool. I lost, so I'm in the pool. Why didn't right after? Fuck you. Again. Anyway, the thing is about North Carolina is fun. Florida. What's so fun about Florida? Because I don't want what's fun about North Carolina. What's fun about Florida?
Night walks.
Sunrise Point, honestly.
Just the night walks.
I think Sunrise Point is where they started, right? Sunrise Point with the yeah. So I like Sunrise Point. One, because to the left, lots of bars and restaurants. Two, you have to walk across like a street to get to the beach. It was like really busy, and the water's always warm because you're on the Gulf. And
there's some wild turtles there.
I know, but we didn't have them unless they were there. In 2021, they did. In 2023, they did not.
Yeah, they did. Because I have a video of looking at one that was eating grass.
That was not a turtle.
Yes, it was.
It was a tortoise.
Little tortoise were same shit.
No, turtles are different. Turtles have feet. Turtles have flippers, I think.
Well, then there was one. Then we didn't see any turtles. It was just tortoises then.
Yeah, different.
Because turtles were the ones that were on the beach that would swim to the ocean.
Yeah, because turtles and tortoises. Yeah, turtles are primarily aquatic animals, spend more time in the water, while tortoises are land-dwelling reptiles adapt to the land life. They're on life, and they don't go in the water. Tortoises also have bigger shells. More of a dome-shaped shell, and the sea turtles, they have the most flat shell.
Okay.
But now they have flippers like that.
Okay.
And tortoises don't have tails.
Okay.
And turtles do.
Okay.
So, yeah, this guy got a video of a tortoise. In Florida. What'd you name him?
I named him Tabitha.
It was a girl or a boy?
I did not know, but I just named him Tabitha.
Tabitha tortoise. So, all I saw, this thing was like, stretch his neck out to get grass or a leaf, whatever. Yeah, but we saw a bigger one, I think in 2019? Or 2021?
I don't know.
We saw a bigger one, like in the pictures. But the thing is that in 2021 you can't have lights on the beach. In 2023 you could. Because we walked down to
the beach?
Couldn't have lights on the beach in 2021, but in 2023 we saw two people on the beach with lights. So I guess 2023 wasn't a big.
Well, the reason why is because there was a season for a good amount of sea turtles to be hatching, and they want the sea turtles to go to the water,
Not
and
follow light.
the way they go to the water is they see the moonlight and follow that. So they saw light on the land, they would follow that and be dead because they'll get picked up by a bird.
Yeah, so by in 2023, we saw this one family, or Wyatt recorded and saw one family with a light, and we didn't care, so we went to That was like Alexandria is right on the beach, by the way. Wyatt likes it because it's right on the beach,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what. And we went there for 3 years, 5, 5, 9, 5, 10, and 5, 11, right? What was your favorite place?
Probably 5'10".
Why?
Or 5'11".
Well, 5'11", we had blinds that was controlled by a remote, and you were always opening them, and you still sit in the closet.
Wait, did we have... In 5'11", did we have 2 beds upstairs, or or one bed and an air mattress?
There's one bed of the was it 2? I think it was 2.
5'10" was 2 bedrooms upstairs.
Yes, and 509 was not, and 511 wasn't either. And that's when Pike came over to our house on 511, and
No, it was only 5'9" where he spent the night.
he was in the closet. I remember you woke over like, oh, I remember. I'm in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
And you were still freaked out. But I'm like, okay, why? And I remember one morning, our uncle.
Oh yeah, let me tell the story.
Tell the story.
So this is our first time down in Florida, where our uncle
had a house.
Owned a house in Florida.
He still lives here and there, but
yeah. So this is his second home in Florida, and we correlated our trip with their trip, so we'd be able to hang out with them while we're down there.
Same time.
Same time, yeah. So it's like 7 a.m. I wake up to some knocks at the front door.
So you're like, who the hell is at 7 a.m.?
It's 7 a.m. Who's knocking on our front door?
So
I'm in my underwear.
Why goes down
like a boss?
Go
down the spiral staircase. I gotta mention it's spiral because the spiral staircase is so much cooler than a normal staircase. Just have to mention that.
Yes.
We go down.
What? Oh, you go down.
I go down.
I'm still asleep.
Dylan's passed out. My parents are passed out. I go to the door, look through the peephole, and it's my uncle. Just, waiting outside our door to come in. And I'm like, what are you doing here? I said, I just rode my bike to come over and see you guys were up. I'm like, obviously, we're not. But come on in. So I invite him in, I get dressed, Dylan gets dressed, my parents come out. And I was like, what are you doing here? Like, doing my morning ride.
Wyatt's here.
Why I'm here. So
like Wyatt let me in, so.
Yeah, so that was pretty
Ember also,
strange.
I think I felt like 5'10". You got like a big white on your like nose for sunscreen on 5'9" to get my dad's side of the family like, I'm ready. I'm doing the beach.
What?
You like sunscreen all over your nose wasn't done yet?
I don't remember that.
I do. It's kind of funny. But anyway, the funniest part was 7 a.m. Our uncle has to come into our house.
Also, the best memory I have from El Galeon.
Go for it.
This is when...
What room?
We're in 5'10", and my dad's family is in 5'09".
Okay.
So...
We had carpet, they did not.
Huh?
We had carpet, they did not. 5'10" was carpet.
That's not important, though. This is what's more important. So, my dad, Dylan, me, our cousin Michael, and our Uncle Mike all get showered up, nice clothes on, whatever, nice shirt, shorts, and flip-flops or whatever.
Or indoor shoes.
We go to either one of the houses and have a nice dinner, and we're like, still light out. We all take all of our shirts off, go to the beach in our shorts, in our nice shorts. My dad still has a wallet in his pocket, so that gets screwed up. We all go into the ocean, we're having a great time. Like, it's dark, we're not done partying. We jump into the pool and
with our shorts on.
We're still having a great time. And some old bitch came out and yelled at us, and our uncle was like, "We don't give a fuck." And we
Was it to her?
Yeah, we partied hard that night
until like 11 o'clock.
and
I think it was.
we partied hard without alcohol in our systems, except for our dad and uncle. They had alcohol.
Well, us three were not old enough to drink.
We were not old enough to drink, but we don't need to say anything.
I think the last time I was there, I was 21 years old. But anyway, we had no alcohol in our systems, and we just partied hard. Except for my uncle had alcohol. Listen, we didn't have alcohol. We just played along with it.
We had that was one of the best memories I have from Florida, besides another one, but it was only me and Dad and I.
It was only who?
Dad and I.
Well, I can't comment because I wasn't there. But guys, if you could like Florida, like the video because, well, more or less the Gulf Coast because that's the only place we go to. Because we've never been to the East Coast of Florida. We went to the Gulf Coast of Florida because that's where our uncle lives.
Yeah, great memories. Hopefully, you go back soon.
Well,
make some more memories.
Maybe we can go back and if there's no hurricanes and if something got fucked up by something, we're gonna go down there in October, hopefully, and get it. But we'll see.
Yep, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Where's like in October, but guys, it's only May 19th on a Monday, so that's pretty much what I waited a long time for this.
Yeah.
But you know what, guys? That's pretty much what crazy stuff happens in Florida. I don't even want to see some of these videos when we're done this, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I can go upstairs and I just pull my iTouch and we'll watch some videos.
Yeah, well, we will.
Okay.
But that's been it for week episode 29.
Yep. Next week will be 30.
Next week will be 30. Hope you guys enjoyed.
We're gonna have a good one for you next week. Trust me.
Yeah. I'll be back from.
Since our 30th, we're gonna be a podcast. I'll say that from now.
Well, yeah. They'll be after Memorial Day weekend.
Yep.
And it'll be after Memorial Day, so that'll be good to see.
And Wyatt will tell you everything that happened, and I'll try and make my weekend or Sunday and Monday eventful so I can talk to you guys about it.
Yeah, I'll make sure to do a lot in Ocean City to come back with some stories.
And maybe I'll post some videos on my gaming channel for you guys.
Yep. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next week. Peace!